Yeah, so we're here with Moti from telmap. And Moti, tell us a little bit about what telmap does.
Okay, good morning and thank you for having us today. Telmap is a white label location-based services provider. We are mainly serving service providers. We have three lines of products. The first product is a client-based application that allows end user to explore map, search for local content, and of course navigate. On top of it, this is kind of base canvas to add different applications like Foursquare or Facebook or Twitter. Everything that is related to location can be attached to our application. The second product is a web companion. It's a tool that allows end user to harvest the network, find address, and then synchronize to their mobile, so they don't need anymore to print maps or have it on a post-it and drive according to instructions. And the last layer, very important one and very growing one, and make telmap pretty unique. It's a location-based platform which allows third-party developers to develop whatever application they need and use telmap platform to enrich it with locations. Services like mapping, local search, billing, routing, and navigation. We offer it seamlessly. Everything is hosted and managed, so the service provider doesn't need to invest anything on its capex. He just plug into the telmap service, offer this solution to his end users, and then pay a very small license fee. And on the premium side, we are doing a rev share.
So location-based services are really hot right now. A lot of people are offering them. So you mentioned earlier there was Nokia's Obi Store and Google Maps, and even Microsoft is coming out with its own navigation services. But what, in your opinion, are the crucial components of a winning location-based service strategy?
I think what we see currently today, everybody realizes how important location-based services in the mobile industry. Everybody is trying to grab something, but they are all kind of lacking a holistic strategy to make sure that location can be more than just navigation application, to move it to something in the size of messaging in the mobile industry. What we see today is a silo approach by Google or Nokia or Bing. Everybody is serving their own platform, so it's Google on Android, or Nokia on the Nokia devices, or Bing on the Windows mobile devices. This is kind of containing the industry. If we go in this approach, we can no longer create a unified experience of location. How do I share location with a friend if I'm a Nokia user and you are a Google user? How do you know things? How do you know to serve different platforms? What telmap is offering to the operator is a single application that can run on top of every platform, regardless of the OS, regardless of the device, that have a unified infrastructure at the back end that allows all these kind of interactions. So I think in a year from today, we'll know where the industry is heading, whether it's a silo approach which contains the industry and it's going to be pretty small, around 6 to 7, maybe $9 billion of industry, or is it going to go to the hub approach that telmap is offering with different players that will supply this hub approach, and then we'll see an industry that can become as big as $50 billion, something that is now comparable to messaging in the mobile industry.
And what exactly is the role of operators in all of this?
I think we all tend to think that handset manufacturers like Nokia are capable of serving better than the operator, or internet players like Google are doing it better. The truth is, operators have a unique role in this kind of industry. Let's not all forget they have a huge marketing power. In most of the countries, they are the number 1 or 2 brand, so they know how to bring the service to the consumer. They are trusted entity for billing, so any interaction you want to do with them and to charge the end user, they know how to do it. They do it seamlessly. You don't need to put a credit card or a PayPal mechanism, everything in there. They have a great customer support center. If I'm now navigating to a crucial business meeting and something is not working for me, I'm not going to send an email to Google and get the answer in 2 working days. I need someone to answer me directly and give me very good support. They have lots of point of sales. Okay, let's not forget it. They have thousands of points of sales to push the service. They control the distribution of the product, of the device, so they can decide what kind of application will be embedded on each of the phones. So those kind of capabilities, and let's not forget they are all local. Okay? Google and Nokia is trying to bring to the world one product fits them all. We don't think it's the right approach. Okay? An Israeli guy or a UK lady or a kid in France are looking for totally different services. Okay? And those local expertise are done by the service provider. So that's what these guys are bringing into the equation.
And so you talk about Google and Nokia not having the right fit. Do you see them at some point, do you see these offerings disappearing and you think that the big telcos will just go with more white box solutions? Or do you think that
first of all, I don't think it disappeared. Okay? Think about it. Nokia invests $9 billion in this industry. Google is investing hundreds or maybe billions of dollars in trying to establish their own service, so it's not going to disappear, at least for the coming years. But take for example Nokia. Okay, Nokia is trying to now to become a service company for more than 5 years. They started with Nokia Engage. It was a gaming platform. Nobody remembers it today. They moved to Nokia comes with music. Nobody remembers it today as well. Then they tried for 2 years to sell their navigation solution. They were competing mainly with telmap in the EMEA market. Research done by Canalys about 6 months ago showed that telmap have 50% of the market share, Nokia only 15. Now when they see that it doesn't work for them, they roll back to the thing they know to do best. How do we sell a handset? So they put the product into the bill of material of the handset, and now once again they're trying to ship the service. Allowing the service doesn't mean that you are going to be successful. Okay? If Nokia is now offering navigation for the UK guy and to the French lady, same product, I guarantee you it's not going to work. Okay? The kind of services, the kind of content I'm looking at the French guy, it's totally different from someone who is in the UK. And this one product fits them all strategy, we are very sure it's going to fail.
Okay, well Moti, thanks very much for coming today and sharing your vision.